All right, let's just jump right in. We are going to break down exactly how you can snatch back your focus and, believe it or not, slash your screen time by a whopping 80%. And we're going to do it with a bunch of super simple, actionable hacks. You ready to take back your time?
So, does this sound familiar? You tell yourself, okay, just 5 more minutes, and you really, truly mean it. But somehow that 5 minutes has this magical way of turning into something else.
Yep, that's it exactly. You just fall right down that digital rabbit hole, and poof, suddenly your study goals, your work, maybe even just your entire evening, it's just vanished. Look, we've all been there. But what if there was actually a way to stop this cycle for good? And look at this number, 80%. This isn't just some random number we pulled out of a hat. This is a real, totally achievable goal. Seriously, by the time we're done here, you are going to have a crystal clear roadmap to cutting your screen time by up to 80%, and you won't even feel like you're missing out on anything important. I promise.
Okay, so to solve this thing, first, we've got to understand the enemy, right? What is it about that endless scroll that just gets us every single time? Well, the answer, it's actually in our own brain chemistry.
This right here, this gets to the absolute core of the problem. Your brain is wired for what's called easy dopamine. See, you can think of dopamine as like the good job chemical for your brain. It's all about motivation and reward. And our apps, oh man, they are masterfully designed to give us these tiny, effortless little hits of it with every single like, every notification, every new video that pops up. It creates this feedback loop that is literally meant to be addictive. And that's why just using willpower, it almost never works. We have to be smarter than our phones.
All right, so before we can even start to change our habits, we have to know exactly what we're up against. It is time for a little reality check.
And I'll be honest, this part can be a little shocking, but it is such a vital first step. Seeing the raw, cold, hard numbers, that's what makes the problem real. And that's what gives you the motivation to actually do something about it. This is your foundation. So here is your first task. I want you to do this right now if you can. Go into your phone's settings, find your screen time stats on an iPhone or digital well-being on Android, and just look at your daily average. Now here's the important part. Physically write that number down on a piece of paper. This super simple act of just seeing it is the first real step toward taking back control. And hey, here's a fantastic little bonus hack you can do literally in the next 30 seconds. Change your lock screen or your wallpaper to a question just like this. It forces you to just pause and be intentional every single time you go to pick up your device. It's a tiny change with a huge impact. Okay, so now that you're aware of the problem, it's time to build a system for success. And this isn't about gritting your teeth and using willpower. Nope, this is about making your environment work for you instead of against you.
And the key concept here is something called the barrier method. Remember that easy dopamine we talked about? Well, the goal is to make it less easy. By adding what we call friction, just small obstacles between you and your distractions, you give your brain a fighting chance to make a better choice.
I mean, think about it this way. Your phone can be set up to either be an addictive slot machine or to be kind of boring. Switching to grayscale literally drains the exciting color and the fun out of mindless scrolling. And hiding those social media apps deep inside folders, that adds just enough of a barrier to make you stop and ask, do I really want to open this right now? These are simple, but man, they are incredibly effective. And you know, it's not just about your digital environment. You got to create physical distance too. Having a dedicated phone-free zone for when you need to focus, that's a total game changer. It's non-negotiable. And charging your phone outside of the bedroom, let me tell you, that one single change can absolutely revolutionize your sleep and stop that late-night doom scrolling.
So creating barriers, that's half the battle, for sure. But once you've made distraction harder to get to, the next crucial step is to actively build better habits to fill that new space you've created.
And here is a key insight that most people miss. You can't just take something away without putting something else in its place. Your brain hates a vacuum. Boredom is the #1 trigger that sends us scrabbling right back to our phones. So the solution is to have healthy, satisfying alternatives locked and loaded, ready to go. Think of these as your new go-to moves. Remember how your brain is craving that little dopamine hit? The goal here is to give it a healthier, more satisfying source. The second you feel that twitchy urge to scroll, you grab one of these instead. The real trick is to make these swaps just as easy, if not easier, than opening an app. So keep that book right on the couch where your phone used to be. Now, for those of you who need your phone for breaks, this is how you stay in control.
It's called the 30-10 rule, and it puts you in charge. You decide when to take a break and for exactly how long. And that alarm, that is the key. It's the hard stop that prevents a quick 10-minute break from turning into a 2-hour binge.
And remember, you don't have to hit that crazy 80% goal overnight. That would be insane. The key here is to get there gradually. Start small. Like, just aim to shave off 30 minutes from your average this week. That's it. Every little win builds momentum, and it makes the next step that much easier.
Okay, a few more super powerful hacks for you. First, do not do this alone. Tell a friend your goal. That little bit of social pressure works wonders, I'm telling you. Second, make no screens an hour before bed a sacred, non-negotiable rule. It protects your sleep quality, which, impacts everything. And finally, use your phone's night mode or warm light filter in the evening. It really helps you wind down.
So, after all that, what is this really for? This isn't about punishing yourself or depriving yourself of fun. No. It's about what you gain when you free up all that time and all that mental space.
This is the why. Just imagine what you could do with 2, 3, maybe even 4 extra hours every single day. The goal isn't just less screen time, it's more life, more focus, more energy, more real connection with people, and just genuine peace of mind.
And really, this is the bottom line. It's a powerful tool, no doubt, but it should be serving you, not the other way around. Every single hack and every strategy we've talked about is designed to put you back in the driver's seat of your own life.
So let's make this real, right now. Your first challenge is to put your device down for just 30 minutes, the second this is over. Go for a walk, read a chapter of a book, call a friend. Honestly, what you do doesn't matter as much as just doing it. Your freedom is waiting for you.